Hello everyone, Pally here, and welcome back to Heroes of the Storm. Hope you guys are doing well today, as always. We are going to be playing some Zarya in today's match. That is not something I do very often, but in the newest balance changes to hit the Nexus, she did receive some love. If we take a look at her base abilities, Particle Grenade has 5 more damage added in with each shot. I know that doesn't seem like a lot, but when you consider Zarya is all about turning the damage that she's absorbing into energy that then multiplies all of her baseline damage, I think this buff should feel pretty good regardless of the build that you're using. Another change I really like is to Deep Burn, which has a 1-second increase added on to its duration. If you hit an enemy with your Q with that particle grenade, you can then auto-attack them to generate more energy. Say you're in a scenario where both of your shielding abilities are already on cooldown and your tank's empty because you didn't absorb enough damage. This is your answer to that scenario. All you have to do is hit someone with a grenade, which you have 4 charges of, then stand there and auto-attack them, and it can fill up the energy tank super quickly. Now, that wasn't the only change that Zarya got in this newest patch. Specifically with her level 13 talent, Pain is Temporary, it did get buffed as well. I was thinking about including it in this build, but then I didn't think it quite fit. That's one of the best things about Zarya, is just how easy to go with the flow with this character is. I mean, if you take a look at her level 4 talents here, look how many different ways you have to help the team, and that's just scratching the surface. There are so many options, so definitely a lot more to revisit. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you do, hit that thumbs up button. And without any further ado, let's get into today's game. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we find ourselves on Blackheart's Bay today. The friendly team Zarya, Tastar, Anduin, Diva, and Diablo. The enemy team Imperius, Vala, Lieutenant Morales, Mal'Ganis, and Sergeant Hammer. There was a change to Zarya in the newest patch, buffing Deep Burn, adding an extra second to its effect. An enemy hero with Particle Grenade causes basic attacks against them to generate 2 energy, lasts for 4 seconds. We were theorizing whether or not we wanted to add this talent in with Demolitions Expert or Feel the Heat. I think either could be fine. I kind of want to do Q build because we can put all of those grenades right on top of that Sergeant Hammer no matter where they are. We're going to walk in and use our Q to damage the enemy, give a shield to our Diablo, who's taking a bunch of damage on the front line as well. If you've never seen Zarya before, this is how it works. We generate energy by absorbing damage, and we have 2 ways of absorbing damage. One is a personal barrier that you can see on me right now. The second is a barrier that I can give to allies, like you see on Fox there right now. Either way, we're going to be generating this energy, and if we are above 50%, it's going to be adding damage multipliers onto everything that we do. I have not played Zarya in a long time. I went through a phase where melee Zarya was my favorite thing in the game, and it was just limit testing constantly. I didn't know when to stop. I just kind of ran in and took damage. I hope this one goes a little bit better. Grenade build for Zarya can thrive where you need to delay objectives. The one that comes to mind for me is Towers of Doom. You can shoot over the wall, interrupting the objective on Towers of Doom for basically fucking ever, and there's not too much they can do about it. Same thing with Chromie. You're like a super tanky, irritating Chromie. It's kind of awesome. We can stay in tower range a bit longer to get energy if we need to, but the chests are coming up, and Zarya has one of the fastest auto attacks in the game. What is it? For a second. Sergeant Hammer is the only person for the enemy team that's showing up here, so I'll land some free grenades on them if you don't mind, bud. Keep tanking them. Thank you, bud. Thank you. Take that one too. Thank you. You're doing great for my quest. Really great. Keep up the good work. Enemy team does have 3 gems right now. They need 1 more for a turn-in. I'm going to try to get this camp moving for the friendly team. And as we do that, we could... See, this is... We are looking at talents for Zarya, and it really does feel like... I messed up my shield there. She has a talent for every scenario. So if we want to be very team-oriented, we could do Give Me 20, which increases our team's absorb speed, or absorb damage. But we could do Give Me Speed so I can get in position and maybe chase people down a little bit easier. Enemy team composition has a pretty much stationary target, so maybe we don't need to move. Give me 20 it is. Okay, glad we talked that one out. All I gotta do is collect 20 regen globes on this map. That shouldn't be the hardest thing in the world to do. Every single member of the enemy team is missing except for Vala up in the top lane right now. If we want to turn in, it should definitely be a group effort. Imperius is rotating down. He may have just stopped. Yeah, it seems like they're soaking their lanes normally, and we are 4 stacked in the bottom. Morales has just appeared with Sergeant Hammer at their side. Phenomenal Diablo engage, especially with that wall there. I saw that. We could just body block the rest of that. See, I should have given him a shield. I don't even think about helping allies first. That's a problem on Zarya. Let's just see if I can trade with this guy. My shield's up. Let's see if he fights me. Isn't fighting me too much. This is easy grenade quests on the way out, though, and I'll take him. Shield for Diablo. And I could just sit here and auto-attack. Shield for myself. Never went off because we were CC'd. Looks like we did finish that objective. Popping my shield now and just sending Qs towards Sergeant Hammer in the back. Shield onto our tank, and we will continue to chase with him here as well. Imperius not doing too well, planting his feet inside of the Tassadar Storm. Now, this is where our new talent comes from. So if we just Q someone and then auto-attack, I think we can generate energy without the use of a shield, which is good. CC'd, but we're fine. Not a lot of damage coming out. Let's go ahead and shield up now that Sergeant Hammer has left the base, and we can give a shield to our Diablo as well. Try to help mitigate some of that damage. My problem with this character is just I don't know where, like, I need to limit test. I don't know what I can and cannot survive. I don't know how aggressive I should be. I don't know when it's time to start maybe backing out. All I want to do is plant my feet and cleave. It's so satisfying. I love it. Friendly team did get a turn in. It's going to be 51 seconds until this camp comes back for us. And it looks like we have a pretty steady 2-level lead, about to be a 1-level lead versus this enemy team. Sergeant Hammer has reappeared. Let's shield ourselves. Thanks, bud. Hey, you just keep getting hit by these, and I don't have a problem. Range DPS, Zarya. I'll just go ahead and shield. I was hoping I'd get a little bit more energy before the knockback. Diablo is rotating down. I can get energy off of minions. It's not much energy, though. Oh, Sergeant Hammer has been spotted off to the top of the screen. The objective happening at the same time, though. I'm going to focus on getting that done just because we can torch this box faster than just about anyone else. We did manage to zone them away. Top chest was just taken by one member of the enemy team. I'm going to try to turn in now, so there's no danger for me carrying these around. Looks like the enemy team not pushing for the turn in too, so this should be relatively free. I would love to posture and take their mercenary camp, especially because we just saw 5 members of the enemy team deathballing up in the top lane for some reason. I'm going to take Graviton Surge. If we're trying to hit people with our Q and then auto-attack them, it kind of seems like the obvious choice for me. And we're going to position like this so we can cleave both of these dudes down, hopefully relatively quickly. Diablo is zoning for me, and we do have a route going out on the enemy Imperius. I'm going to continue to stay focused on this objective if I can. Graviton Surge blocking his escape, and the Light Bomb locks him in place as well. We'll just go ahead and hit him with a Q and keep auto-attacking. We didn't need to move our feet at all. Hey, it's the rest of the team. I think I'm okay. I think we can hold this. They were trying to get to Morales to save her. We'll just stop the tide from coming this way. That's a lot of minions. We need to kill the building now. Perfect. Now they have fucking nowhere to run, and we just push into them. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Great shield for our tank one more time. The grenade did hit, but I was put to sleep. 2 seconds later, I don't think I can connect with another one. Well, I'll just go get myself another camp. Don't mind if I do. Oh, we have enough for a turn in. I should do that. Enemy team has been mostly pushed away. Looks like Mal'Ganis with the majority of their coins, sitting with 8, Vala with another 5. Meanwhile, up in the top lane, Diva's moving in without a care in the world. Getting that tower, no problem. Enemy team fighting again in the bottom lane. Big Light Bomb coming out on our Diablo, who's still pushing for the front line. Hey, everybody. Hi. Hello. Stay in there. We're going to give a shield to our tank, and then I'm going to stand here and just rip into these guys. The chase is looking pretty good. The grenades are flying. Do I have enough damage to finish him off? Diablo does! Now I will just shield and gather all of the rest of this for myself. Thank you very much. I truly believe if I planted my feet right there, right at the end, instead of moving, I could have killed Vala as she was moving up just to try to gather some of those coins. So, do we want to become unstoppable? I think I do. The sleep being put on me is really irritating for Mal'Ganis, but this is another talent tree where we get a plethora of choices. Is there too much spell damage in this game? Do I need more armor? I wanted to be able to self-cleanse. I like Zarya. There's a lot of choices here. A lot of choices at different tiers to kind of set you up for success. I do think that makes her much more difficult to play because she's not as set in stone as a lot of other characters are. For instance, a Q build for Jaina is going to look the same every game. You know what I'm talking about? Enemy team does have enough coins, but so do we. A 3-level lead from the home team right now should put us in a pretty good spot to move in on this objective. And it looks like they are nowhere to be seen. We start the channel. We even get an oracle to spot the lane. They're just rotating a little too late. Diablo's on the prowl, and we're moving in with him. Shield at the ready.
Let's show your enemies.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Get on that back line. Get on that back line. So, unfortunately, I was still caught by the sleep. I'm throwing out my Graviton right in front of these guys now. Managed to catch the healer as well as Imperious. We are still inside of... Oh, God. That was a lot of damage. Wow. The Tassadar wall helps set up my ult so easily. Oh, and the damage from our Q helps secure the kill onto Sergeant Hammer as Diablo just goes in without a care. And look at that, her energy's looking beautiful right now. I really like this town at level 16. It allows us to shield 2 allies at once instead of just a single ally. This means we are going to be generating significantly more energy as well. I'm going to dip out and go get the coins. I believe in their ability to win the game if they want to. I'm just going to secure the middle of the map. By the way, this is why Blackheart's base is such a hard map to come back on. It's because the enemy team is forced in their base right now to defend it. And then look what I get to do. I get to walk around and just get all the objective for myself, completely free. Great damage and positioning as we flip the Sergeant Hammer away from the base again. Ooh, but I got a coin can. Oh, that's good. Wait, I can get a barrage. I just need 2 more coins. Are you guys doing anything? I messed it up on the first one, but I hope it's obvious. You want to take damage here and then cleave into both of these guys. I fucked that up on the first one. We could have had a significantly better cleave. It's difficult to generate enough energy on these guys to really matter too. The melee build for Zarya is pretty good for clearing camps because you just literally push yourself against the enemy and then it deals bonus damage. Looks like the enemy team is starting to push back, but as they are doing it, I'm turning in 14 coins. I thought I had enough for the whole thing. Hold on, I'll get more. You guys are fine. Keep doing your job. You're doing great. Keep it up. This is not how I expected my Zarya video to go, but I mean, really, if there's any a time that I can just move out and get coin camps, I'm just gonna do it. We are still taking kills away from this enemy team somehow, although we are starting to feel the pressure. Diablo by himself going in on Morales. Is he gonna do it? The charge has to be up soon. There's the stun into the wall. She gets flipped again, and then stun into the wall one more time. That's disgusting. Ooh, mines. That means there's a Sergeant Hammer nearby. Where'd they go? Ooh, 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 ooh. Hey, bud. Oh, I was unstoppable with the shield. I was hoping he was gonna do the knockback much sooner. Well, we could certainly help out our Diablo here if we're still pushing in on the front line. Here's a shield to mitigate some of that damage. Here's one for me. Our energy's looking great. I'm gonna Gravo behind us. Oh, that's not gonna hit anything. I have to stand still. How is it Diablo's been fighting for the last 25 fucking minutes, but I go down there for 2 seconds in this video and I die? What the fuck is that? Well, that's Zarya. The Q change seems good. Again, the talent is kind of designed in a... I'll wait until we get to the score screen. Talents we went for in today's video: Demolitions Expert, because we know we're going to be shooting with deep burn a lot. The point of this talent is to allow you to have more energy generation outside of just your shield windows. If you can't W, if you can't E, if no one around you is taking damage, suddenly you can't get any energy at all. This is a way of circumventing that, and it worked pretty dang well. So we went for Demolitions Expert, give me 20, Deep Burn, Gravitation Surge, Unstoppable Competitor, Gain Train at level 16, and I think at 20, I would have very likely gone for Grenadier. All particle grenade charges are returned at once, meaning we could just rapid fire these grenades downrange and continue to benefit from that early quest. That's going to do it in today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you again next time.